lower, you want to lower 20 meters and then get your clients to be secure there. Okay, and then the other one is you want to send them more than 30 meters. You're going 40 meters, and then it's totally chill. And ironically, those two systems, okay, kind of start the same way. So now we'll have a full, a full toolbox of ways to solve the problem. Because this previous one, everybody saw how you could pre-rig it, right? Or do a lower. So now I'm going to do these lowers. So same kind of thing. You can secure it. You can come here if you want. People feel comfortable. And you can always just hit yourself in, just like we did before, to add some guide security. Okay, okay. This will allow you mobility instead of just reaching over and just short flipping yourself to the anchor. And so what I suggest doing, you look at the scenario, look at the circumstance,
below the blade device,
and you determine that previous
and
transition
kind of do
is
this,
the
one hand over the other. Both hands below.
Okay, you want to lower it
And
further,
now kind of pan the rope slowly. Put both hands on like
or
this.
it's going to be short to a
Nope, so right
secure
glove.
place, but you feel like I want to back this up, and I'm going to go relax.
And I'll hold it like this.
Yeah.
And
So
now
I'm
I'm
going
going
to
to
do
do
that
back hand last. No, you don't have to do that. That actually makes it really right. So
It's the same transition, and you will see how if I want to go further, how
just move them up and down.
okay? Yeah. So as soon as I make those decisions, I'm here and I go, I'm going to need to use this
It's much easier.
to actually leash myself up.
Yeah, except not fast.
Just the speed you're going. Okay.
Let's move up.
Where's your nylon? Some nice skinny spectrum.
Okay, Aaron, let Paul pull a little and then Aaron pulls.
So I'm going to put my leash on.
Okay, so look up, rope.
Yo,
As soon as it comes through, Aaron start lifting up.
go.
Yeah, you don't want to. Okay. Good. So you know.
Flip it into my ankle.
Hey.
Festus, what are you doing? Festus.
So at this point, I'm totally secure.
Okay, Paul,
I can take the clove hitch out.
you have that rope?
That's it.
Do you want me to get which one do you want?
And I can stack my rope.
Oh, for
Don't step on the rope.
Just tell me what is it.
Okay, you can carry it after it's cold. Yes. Aaron's even got it.
Kind of a new rope though. Whose rope is this?
I'll just hold
You got those water bottles?
It's a new rope. The nice thing about new ropes is they're new. The bad thing is they don't have fuzz, so they don't kind of stick to themselves, so they don't stack as easily.
Hunter, it's gonna be the last one.
just freed up my end.
What?
Okay? Now what I'm going to do is take that end, just like we were doing before, and feed it through my rings. Now in this case, my beaner's in the way, so I'll just put it through the beaners as well. Go through the beaner as well. Just because it's kind of in the way, because I have this captured eye here. Now I'm going to take my device.
How you doing, man? Good luck coming down.
Mark, question.
Yes.
Why'd you decide to thread it that way when you're kind of left of the anchor?
Because it's gonna be easier for me to shift over and have the person just step over. I could do the other way. It just. Tie knot. Okay, with the redirected, I feel pretty good tying the mule here because it won't jam up against the device, and that'll lock it off.
And you're going to use the anchors as the redirect.
I'm using the rings.
Yeah, the redirect.
Re-thread it.
Threaded. Okay, so now I've put my clients on belay. This is all pre-threaded. And I've put my So now, and if you could put a locking gear on. So I just clipped them into the redirected plate. Can you just kind of show everybody? Just into the redirect. I'm belaying them. These into the redirected plate, so he's secure. House tail.
Oh, that was kind of neat.
Okay.
How far down?
And I'll tie fall off in a place where he's comfortable. Now, it's the same thing as before. He falls above my anchor. Is it more comfortable to be below? It's more secure to be below, but here it's less comfortable, right? So if I can keep him comfortable and reasonably secure, I'll keep him comfortable and reasonably secure. If he's going to be more secure than he needs to be and uncomfortable, it doesn't make sense to me. So you just got to balance those things out based on the terrain you're on. So with a ledge like this, I feel pretty comfortable with all tied in like that. Okay? I'm going to double check everything. All looks good. All right, Luke. You can step right. What?
I said close enough.
Dallas. I was working there. Pop this. This is all set to go. And I'm going to send Dallas down, a.k.a. Luke. Dallas is going to get down, and he needs to stay anchored there. You okay?
Yep. Good. Guarding.
He's in a muncher mule. Okay, so you can just get out from rock fall, just comfortable there, but I want to keep him anchored. Now, do you see, because I've leashed in, I could send him past the halfway mark, right? To a big ledge like 40 meters down, have him take his, unclip his rope, pull the rope back up, and then send the next person. So this is the same transition as going further than 30 meters. As long as that further than 30 meters is real, like it's the ground, or it's like just a place you feel comfortable, your clients can just go over and have a picnic. So you see the similarity? In this case, he's only down 40 feet. Now, if I had sent Dallas down 40 meters, for me to send Paul down 40 meters, Dallas is going to need to unclip, right? So, if he unclips right now, he could forget to untie his bite knot, couldn't he? And then that bite knot could get stuck somewhere, and that would suck. Now, if I had tied him in with the figure of 8 follow-through, he can untie and still leave a knot, and that could get stuck. So if I was afraid of him, like I couldn't see him very well or something like that when he untied, what knot could I use at his harness? Bowline. Because as soon as he unties the bowline, clean end, you won't have a problem. Not likely to have a problem with that. And that's a really good use of a bowline. If you're sending somebody down, they have to untie it. And that's one of the reasons why Alpine guides should know how to tie clients in.
Just to be clear, that's a bowling with
A back.
Yeah.
And then you're going to want to get both hands in there.
Okay.
And that foot in the triangle, and then you can put it above the knee.
You have your belay device, Paul? So what I'm going to do now is give Dallas a couple meters of slack. Put my other client's belay device in.
So you just tied Dallas off with that.
Yeah.
Block.
That's the doggy way to climb it on the right there. Close your arms up, climb it on the left.
And Dallas is now secure. Okay? If I want it to be more secure, I can tie a bite knot here. If I wanted Dallas to be more secure. Right? But we talked about, you know, this idea that the rope with the pre-rig, same concept. Now I'm going to take Paul. Paul, if you could put, you have a sling for a leash? Like just a 2-footer or something? 4-footer? 4-footers?
You okay with this?
Yeah. And here I would use a trad draw. I don't feel too uncomfortable using like a Dyneema for what Paul is about to do.
Mark, you said you would or would not use
I
one.
would not. Me personally, I feel pretty good. Paul version of Dyneema. You don't have to tie it. It's just a shoulder length runner, girth hitch to his harness. Yeah, that's a double length runner, but it's all the same. It's fine. But just use something simple that you can clean up easy. You tie 50 knots, you're just going to have to untie 50 knots. So now I've got Paul all set up to do the to lower. Okay, Paul?
So this is for me down
That's
there.
for you.
Okay. All right. You good?
Yep. All right. Rope there. Pop.
Okay. We're good.
Cool.
Yeah, I know.
Step over the rope. Sweet. And I'm going to lower Paul a ways, and if he's going to start getting out of sight or something, before he does, I'm going to say, Paul, can you clip your sling to Dallas's rope?
Okay.
Just clip it right into Dallas's rope.
Oh, just right here.
Yep.
That was pretty thin.
And lock it, please.
Okay.
Great. Now, I don't want to do that too early, because you see how he could be dragging and knocking rocks down. So I'll do it, you know, kind of last minute. There you guys. And Dallas, if you move to your left a little bit. Great. And Paul, just stand right there. You good?
Good.
And now Paul and Dallas are secure. You see that? And my rappel is all set up.
Okay. So I'm secured on Dallas's rope
That's correct.
because it's pretty much blocked off. Okay. Yeah.
So Mark, is the big advantage of doing it this way to, as opposed to just doing like an overhand and clipping it into the other side of the rope to secure Dallas originally, having it pre-ready?
Yeah, I'm all set to go because there's. Okay, Paul, if you could pull that rope down and just stack it by your feet or pile it by your feet.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just takes out stuff.
Yeah, I don't have to. Takes out. I got to put my device on anyway, so I might as well just use the device. Device on compliance. Down you go. So can everybody see this? Paul's tied into the end. So I'm going to take Paul's end, and I'm going to set up the cow's tail. Then I'm going to take the rope coming from Dallas, put myself in. I'm going to anchor us somehow down here because we're got to be secure. So put some gear in, put a clove hitch, flip the rope over a horn, right? And if you check this out, once we're all secured, put that up like that, like it's a horn. Once we're all secured, I can disassemble my rappel. Dallas, you can unclip from your end and you can clean your sling. Thank you, Paul and Dallas. That's going to go back to Paul. And the rope I'm going to pull is the short one. I'm not going to pull the short one, but I'm going to pull this end up. So I don't have to pull all the rope through, seeing it was a short rappel. Tie in, clip in, stack in my pack, depending on the circumstance. Coil off we go. So short lower to a stance that needs security. And we talked about why we lower, right? Why do we lower in the alpine?
We want to be in control.
So you want to be in control. What else? Yeah, if we want to back up our anchor, right? We want to back it up, and we want to be the one to take out the backup if we feel comfortable with the anchor.
Right.
And those are the kind of situations where we feel more comfortable coming down second. And so now you can come down second in a typical circumstance, or you can come down second and secure your clients down there, and then continue on. Any questions about that? So this one requires that you leash in and then start your work. Cool.